Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I'm JuddlePlays and welcome to Let's Play Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon, or Spyro Year of the Dragon depending on what you actually want to do. Now, as you see with that 0% file right there, this is actually a second take because I tried doing this one before, but then I had a little bit of trouble with things and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to restart the take. Anyways, as you see here, I am doing Spyro 3 before Spyro 2, and the main reason for that is because I've never played Spyro 2 in my life. I know how the game is, because I've seen every single level, but I've never played the game. But as you can see here, I've basically gotten 100% in this game, and that is what this run is going to be. I'm going to erase this file right here, and I'm just going to select the same icon, and let's start the game, I guess. An evil plot unfolds. Let's see what this evil plot is, and how it unfolds. Like paper. A powerful villain emerges.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now, go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
A desperate rescue begins.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the Dragon Worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Worlds. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
Yeah, as we see there's not much of a story here, but as always, the adventure begins. And before we actually begin this adventure, I need to do a commentary test once this is over with here. Right now. Anyways, after that little commentary test, I just wanted to do that just to make sure I had something to actually align my commentary. Welcome to Sunrise Spring, the first homeworld of this game. Yep, this game is basically delved or divided into 4 main homeworlds, all based on times of day, because right now, this is Sunrise Spring, so it's early day. Also, this is a life. Yeah, they don't really, kind of wait to give you lives, because they give you one right there. And lives are basically those different colored little butterflies. Health, as always, kind of like the first Spyro game, is the butterflies, the regular like orange and yellow butterflies. Except now, with some of the fodder you can get, like sparks can actually destroy those, and sometimes a life would come out of that. But now, we have an egg over here, but first I'm going to be getting the gems right around here, because we are greedy like that and like gems. Now, here's the egg. Isabelle. Now, don't ask why I'm quiet for those. I just decided I was going to be quiet for those. And now, before we go over there, I'm going to say right now, 1, this will be a 100% run, or 117% run. And 2, I'm playing this on the greatest hits version. The reason why is because this version has all the songs I like, and not like repeat songs like the original Black Label. But anyways, we have a little person here with a rainbow.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh?
How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back up that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find an egg, our expertly trained armies will dispose of you and take it back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry. And you won't like me when I'm angry.
May I just say something, Bianca, which that's actually the person's name? We already got one of your eggs, so I think it must have been 1,000 years by now because we have an egg, and that is great. Also, see that bear over there? His name is Moneybags. We're not going to talk to him yet, because one, you have to pay him gems for something. As you saw, there's a little kangaroo in there. Now we need to pay for, but we don't know why we need to pay for this kangaroo yet, but we'll get into why we need to pay for it in a little bit there. But now, I'm just going to be collecting the gems around here, because I believe you need 300 gems to get it, and there are actually 400 gems in this main homeworld. But right here, actually, before that, I want to get that, but right over here, we have a certain main character. But again, before that, I want to see if I can make this over here. And yes, I can. Okay. I basically showed how to glide there, which is X, X, and then if you're in the air and you need an extra thing, you press triangle to do a hover. That is basically what Hunter's going to say, but I'm just going to show his text anyways.
Yo, Spyro, I just found one of those portal thingamajigs that leads to a different world, but you'll have to glide to get across to it. Press the X button to jump, then press the X button again while you're in the air to glide. Just follow me.
Now, I don't know if you actually have to glide over to this one, but I'm going to glide anyways. Yeah, I don't know if you actually have to, but let's talk to him again.
I saw something shiny in that cave over there. Let's go check it out. You can get there by hovering. To hover, just press the triangle button at the end of your glide.
Now, there is a way you can get over here without hovering, but I don't know if I'll... Oh, I actually did it without hovering. Okay, that's that.
Oh, I almost forgot. I found this egg.
Yeah, one little thing. Well, first, this is Coltrane. One little cool thing you can do about this game is if you charge, then jump, then glide, you can get like an extra little oomph to it. So you don't have to like do the hovering that much, but trust me, there are places where you do need the hovering. Also, this is a power-up. The fairy Zoe right there would have told you a little bit about that power-up, but since we already got it, it is the Superfly power-up. This was first introduced in, actually technically the Speedway levels in Spyro 1, but it was introduced as a main power-up in Spyro 2, because Spyro 1 only had the supercharge thing, and it also had the, like, Mega Flame Breath, but that was only for 2 levels, so it really wasn't that much of a power-up. But then again, the Supercharge wasn't used that much, but it was used more than the little Flame Breath there, because as I remember, I believe the Flame Breath was only used for high caves, and I'm not so sure the other one. I think it's Haunted Towers, I believe. It's in the last level, Dreamweavers, and if you've never played Spyro 1, you have no idea what the crap I am talking about. But yeah. Also, if you want to know how to change the camera, it is the L2 and R2 buttons. L2 to make it go left, R2 to make it go right. I don't want to talk to you. Okay. But what I meant is L2 to make you go left, R2 to make you go right, and I'm not so sure what R1 does. I think R1 centers the camera. Actually, do both of them do that? Okay, both L1 and R1 actually center the camera. I actually did not know that, because I never find myself actually using that, because I never find myself having to, like, center the camera there. It's just how I play. But there is something up here we can go to by different camera modes.
Your game camera is currently in passive mode.
Okay, we don't need to talk about this. We can basically change it to a different mode called active mode, which I'll change it to right now because I've heard that is actually the better mode to be in, because it's like, it moves with you, and I believe I played the game on active mode. If you really want to change it, you could actually just go into the menu and change it, or you can talk to her, which, why would you want to talk to her when you can go into the menu? Also, see this rock here? We can do a little thing called a ground pound like that and get the egg. That was the reason, sad enough, that thing was the reason why I had to restart the recording, because for some odd reason, I just could not get that. Maybe because I was a little, like, off my game or something. Also, as you see here,
I'm late for a dinner party at the Tiki Lodge, and the portal to my home just stopped working. Maybe the portal will reactivate after a few more dragons hatch.
yeah, I actually didn't mean to talk to you, but if you get 10 dragon eggs, which I believe we can actually get 10 dragon eggs just by going through a few of these levels here.
I see an egg at the bottom of this lake. I would go get it, but I don't want to get my fur all wet. Maybe you could get it. You can dive underwater by pressing the square button when you're on the surface, and charge underwater by holding down the square button.
Oh my god. One weird thing about this game is that sometimes the text, like the audio, cuts off before they're done talking. I don't know why it does that, it just kind of does. But yeah, this is basically the swimming mechanic. You want to basically hold down the square button when swimming, because if you don't, you basically just swim like this, and that does not get you anywhere. So basically square is just going forward and all that jazz, jiggle-mahoo or whatever. What the heck's a jigamahoo? I don't know what a jigamahoo is, and I only have like 300 gems here. There better be a lot of gems coming up here somewhere, but I guess that's it for this area. I guess we can go here and get Bruce. That was actually a little weird how I said that, like, Bruce. Oh, this level actually only has 5 eggs. Okay, never mind. It's weird because I'm so used to levels having 6 eggs, but I forgot homeworlds actually have 5 eggs. But all other levels, except for, like, certain things called speedways, which I'm not even going to spoil those. I'm not even going to say too much about them, because, one, we've seen them in Spyro 1, but all I'm going to say is they're a little bit different in this game. Also, there is a hot balloon ride over there. That is for something later, but let's talk to this guy. Talk to this guy.
Here I was, about to go for a nice swim at Shell Beach, and my portal just disappeared right in front of me. If you go find some more of those dragon eggs, I bet this portal will turn on again.
Yeah, maybe about 14 of those eggs, because as you see right there, it says 14 right on the thing. That is perfectly fine with me to know how many we need to actually get. Also, I feel like we might be getting low on some... Oh, there's some gems down there. Okay, that I did actually miss those. But okay, we're actually getting pretty close on the 400 gems in this level, because right now, I'm going to say right now, the gems in these levels will increase as you get farther through the game. So right now, each gem is actually, each level has 400 gems, and eventually the levels will get to having like 700 gems in them, which is freaking insane when you think about it. But now, I'm wondering where the heck some of these gems are. I do not believe I missed them back. Oh, there's one of them, okay. I can't believe I missed that little tiny one right there. But now I have 11 gems I need to get, and I have no idea where they are, actually. They might be around here, or maybe I missed a few around here. Maybe, I do not know. The sad thing is, I might have to actually cut out to find where these gems are, which I'm going to do that right now. Oh, never mind. The gems are right here. I didn't have to cut out at all. Those are the 11 gems I needed. Okay. Also, this is a little Sparks thing we can do later, but we can't do that until we beat this until we beat the boss of this homeworld. Now, we've gotten all... Well, I'm going the wrong way. We've gotten all 400 gems out of the homeworld and all the eggs, and we got a level complete. Now, let's actually quickly go over to Moneybags, because we need to see him right here.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar. Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too.
Oh, very fond of dragons.
Getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo locked up. The pesky animal must have been causing a lot of trouble for that poor sorceress. I suppose I could accidentally let the kangaroo escape if you were to pay me, say, a small fee.
Oh, those words, yeah, sure.
Ah, Spyro, I love your sweet naivete. Your kind-hearted nature might be your downfall someday, but for the time being, it's making me rich.
Haha, well, let's just watch this cutscene here. No hard feelings. A.
I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
I reckon you'd be one of them dragons then.
Yeah, name's Spyro.
Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know. Then all of a sudden you left. Poof.
Dragons used to live here?
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
And they just left?
Yeah, and the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home and do some damage control. Come visit anytime you like.
Well, thanks, Sheila the Kangaroo, for the little story exposition we were not heard of. Well, it looks like the dragons gave magic to this world, and that's why the magic is fading. So there's kind of like a double-edged or double-bladed sword, or I think it's actually a double-edged sword or whatever. Anyway, Sheila's Alp. I'm going to be doing this level in this episode. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it, but I will be starting this level in this episode because, you know what, we do have time. I believe I'm only like 15 minutes into the recording, and we are going to be doing this.
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
And, well, something new about this game is we get to play as a different character.
Sheila, while you are gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
You're working on a clever plans to take them back, oh yes. Also, one funny little thing about this level here is the first time I played this, I had my no, I didn't have my camera charging, I had my PlayStation 3 controller charging, and what happened was that I got into this level, and for some reason, I was not able to use my analog stick here, so I had to do this whole level with direction buttons on the D-pad. Yeah, that was not fun at all. Anyways, the basic controls of Sheila we'll get into soon enough. We can actually do jump with X, we can do a double jump in the air, but a thing we can do now is we can, once we hit the ground, press X, we can do a double extra awesome high jump, which you actually need to do here to get up to this thing, because we can also ground pound with Sheila and get a whole bunch of gems. Also, like a 25 in there too. That is a whole bunch, and I felt like I got slow down there. That would be really bad, because the whole reason I'm playing the regular version on here is because the PSN version, one, it's the Black Label regular version, and also it has slowdown every once in a while because it's basically being emulated, so that's why I'm playing it on the actual disc, basically.
Ah, home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelet, but I think you deserve it more.
I think we deserve it more. Ruby. You know, you'd think hearing Ruby would make me think of the new games Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire coming out soon, but that made me think of that one kid's show, Max and Ruby, that I've seen a few episodes of, like back when I was like a kind of a little kid. I mean, I must have been at least like 7 or something when it came out, because I wasn't like extremely little, but for some reason when I was 7 and 8, I watched little kid shows at times because I would have like nothing else to do, but nowadays I barely ever watch TV. I've actually been watching Dragon Ball on DBZ.TV, which has been a nice place. I used to have this site called Saiyan Planet where I watched all the episodes of Dragon Ball Z, but that's kind of down, and also my new antivirus software will not let me get on that, and also I want to check something here. Actually, never mind, there are no boulders here, because I forgot that these boulders actually give you gems, and you might want to actually get over to these boulders and get the gems. I'm not going to be breaking that right now because they'll go into a cutscene where we get another egg, because I just want to clear this area out right now and get about everything we need to get done here, because overall, this level is actually really short if you know how to do it, because well, for some reason, I'm just remembering everything off the top of my head, and or either I'm remembering it all off the top of my head, or I just see the stuff and I'm like, oh, I need to go over there to get some of those gems, you know. Don't ya know? Why am I Midwestern all of a sudden? I have no idea. And why am I randomly rambling on? Randomly rambling on. That kind of sounds like a little bit of a tongue twister there. Try to say that 5 times fast. Anyways, break rock. And we hit him too. And now we're kind of in your house.
Hey, Sheila, let's play a joke. Take this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
How are you here if he butted you off the cliff? Jenny. Now, you might be thinking, oh, these baby dragons, their moves are so creative. Well, later in the game, you'll see that these things are reused like crazy, because they didn't have that many animations for them, and there's like 160 eggs in this game. Jesus Christmas, all I have to say about that. Now, you would be able to hear what you're supposed to do if you actually talk to the mountain goat there, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to go around here and destroy all these houses, because that is where these guys are coming out of, and I believe this is the last one, right? I believe that is, and I should should probably kill some of these. Oh, you hit me. That was the first time I got hit with Sheila, or was that the first time I got hit at all? That might have been the first time I got hit at all. Now I need to be careful. Also, the reason why these guys aren't giving any gems is because all the gems are got once you actually kill the house, basically. Well, not kill the house, but once you actually get rid of the house. And man, we are really close to getting all the gems here because I believe... Oh, God, God, God. Hit him. Hit him. Thank you. Okay. I was like... It caught me off guard there for a second. Oh, never mind. Never mind about that. Something about this game that I forgot about Spyro, that it's actually in this game like this. The way the gems work is that you see the total there. That total is actually the total for all the gems you have collected throughout the game. It is not the total for how many gems you have in the level. That is a little bit of a different thing you have to think about when you're playing this game. And also, I believe I'm coming close to the 20-minute mark, but I have decided that I'm just going to be doing this level because we are basically almost done with this level anyways. Because these first character levels are actually really short, but don't worry. Some of the next levels, even in this first homeworld, will probably take multiple episodes to do.
If you ever forget how to control a character or vehicle, just go to the pause menu and select help.
Whatever, let's talk to this guy and get a last stat.
Thanks for the help, Sheila. You can have this egg I found in my house.
Why, thank you. Is this a dragon egg? Oh yeah, it is. It's not a regular egg. Nan. I swear, Bobby, if you gave me an actual egg and not a dragon egg, I would have killed you, buddy. Oh, God. The first episode of a Let's Play thing of my commentary is coming up to a grand hold thing. Because let's just say, I am really happy that I'm actually finally doing a Let's Play that's not on a camera. Because I like these Let's Plays a lot better because, one, the editing's a lot easier, but that's not the main reason. The main reason is recording them are a lot easier because I'm not in a very awkward position. All I have to worry about now is my butt getting numb because that's the thing. Also, we came in here with 100 gems, so I believe this is going to be the last amount of gems here. And did one fall? Yep, one fell. Okay, there we go. All 400 out of 400 gems in this level, and I believe that is a level complete. Yep, and let's just go into this thing. Thank you. We went in backwards, but whatever. So, I have to say that is about it for this episode of Let's Play Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. I know, we kind of did a good amount of stuff for this first episode, but I wanted to get the main homeworld and Sheila's Alp done. In the next episode of Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon, we are going to be going to this first main level, Sunny Villa. This has been JuddlePlays saying see you later, and goodbye.